The first posture that we're going to look at is the Wuji posture. This is the neutral or the still point or the starting point. In many ways it's the simplest posture, but it can also be very challenging when you're just starting your standing practice. For this posture, we simply have our feet shoulder width or even hip width apart. We're not aiming for a wide stance in this. Our aim is to be neutral, not under strain or under load. We keep our back upright, our head upright, our shoulders nice and relaxed, and our hands loose at our sides. Then we simply just sink just a little by bending our knees into our stance. And as we sink down, we feel the muscles and connective tissue activate around the joints, and so we become a little bit more active. Okay? So it's just a normal, natural stance, sinking into it just a little bit. But then as we stand still in this posture, little by little we become very aware of our posture and of ways that it might be off balance. And particularly as we spend a long time, it may surprise you, little ways that you hadn't realized you were leaning and hunching and arching and so on. And the way these often show up is as discomfort, pain and tension. As we continue to relax into this posture, our body will automatically start to adjust and release these areas of pain and tension. One of the mistakes people often make, though, when first starting standing practice, is to think that to stand still means to stand still like a statue, rigid and immovable. But that's not the case. Our aim is not to hold a posture, but to relax into the stillness of a posture. And being a living thing naturally means that there will be some movement. So it's better to think of standing like a tree rather than standing like a statue. Or even beyond a tree, you can think of it a little bit like standing like grass. We actually allow ourselves to move. The wind may cause us to move slightly. And as we relax into stillness as a living thing, we find that we have greater movement within. So to stand still like this may be quite challenging to begin with. And we want to aim to really build the amount of time we can spend in these postures. Up to about 20 minutes is a good period of time, but that may be very challenging to begin with. A way you can help yourself to build up to this, particularly with this first posture, is by counting your breaths. Just taking deep, relaxed breaths while you're in this posture, and see how many you can comfortably do before you start to become too uncomfortable, too stiff, maybe too distracted, maybe there's some pain somewhere in your body. And when you get to that point, just consciously allow yourself to wave and sway. So practice rocking from one side to the other, just to loosen up those tensions that have built up. And you might go back and forth, one side to the other, maybe 3 times, or an amount of times that's comfortable to you, just easing and helping to recenter those tensions and recenter your body. And then you also may practice swaying forwards and back, again helping you to re-find your center and ease and adjust any tensions that have built up in your body, and also giving yourself something different to focus on for a few moments before you find the center point again and just relax into that external stillness which stimulates the internal movement and activity. And again, you can count your deep relaxed breaths and see if you can do the same number as you did previously, or maybe a little bit more. And then when you find yourself too uncomfortable or distracted again you can just practice swaying side to side, forwards and back, just to ease things a little before centering into the middle of your posture again and taking deep, relaxed breaths. Then when you finish your practice, you can simply stand up normally, and you might do some cool down exercises that we've looked at in previous videos.